Rockwall Heath wide receiver Jordan Nabors signed with Baylor earlier today. He's been a commitment for Baylor for quite some time, and he joins us, SicEm365 Radio and 365 Sports. What did the morning when you finally put your name on that national letter of intent, what did it mean to you and the family?
Man, I mean, it's such amazing. It felt honestly like a big relief to have it all done and have it finally like signed and sealed. Like, finally, I'm so glad that I'm fully committed to Baylor.
What's the process like once you committed, before you signed? Like, was it stressful? You hear from other coaches, all these other things, even though you've made a commitment. What was that like, and is that maybe the biggest relief that for now you're not going to hear from them for a while?
Yeah, man, it was like the last week or two, man. It's just been different coaches, different colleges all reaching out all at the same time, because I guess it's getting down to crunch time. So, I mean, all of them reaching out and just staying loyal, sticking to what I've been with. So that has been pretty stressful, but I mean, you got to stay loyal to your team.
I do know that obviously the relationship you had with Joey McGuire now at Texas Tech, and there was probably some consternation, and maybe, I'm sure Joey and Tech reached out to you because you're a hell of a football player. Tell us about the meeting, though. Did you have it in home with Coach Aranda, Sean Bell, and everything else that kind of settled you down, or maybe just was, okay, I'm clear, everything's good?
Yeah, I was actually, so the crazy thing, I was actually supposed to go on a Texas Tech visit last weekend, and the Baylor coaches, they brought up the whole offensive staff that Thursday, and man, I mean, they just really brought realization that like everything that I had, everything that I need, and everything that I want is already right in front of me, and there's nothing better. There's nothing better than Baylor. They literally have everything already planned out for me, from academics to football to just the people there and the environment. Everything's just top notch. So they honestly talked to me and just brought that realization back to me that like this is home and there's no other place like it.
And they had to wait a week because they were playing for a championship. How much does that give you even more pride? They were good, but the fact that they're Big 12 champions, you signed with the Big 12 championship program.
Man, I mean, what better thing can you ask for? I mean, that proves that we're the best. I mean, they've already proved to be the best in academics and all that stuff. But I mean, when it came down to football, they showed why they're the best in their conference. And I mean, I'm so excited to be a part of the journey.
Jordan, this last thing for you. Thanks for your time. Congratulations on the day. They have some players, some really good receivers that were a part of this run this year, and they still have the Sugar Bowl, but a lot of them are moving on. They had a great class last year. What have you been told? Because they have Tyquan Thornton, Estrada, R.J. Sneed, among others. They're moving on, and they need the next wave. What have they said to you about the next wave?
Man, I mean, they told us from the jump, because I mean, we've obviously seen that Tyquan and R.J. and we've known that those guys they got the talent to play at the next level. So we knew that. I mean, with them leaving, we're obviously going to have some players that's going to step up and fill into those positions. So I mean, they've told me they want to move me around, play me around like RJ and how they did Tyquan, moving me around inside and outside, and I mean just getting the ball into their playmakers' hands. So man, I'm ready.
Congratulations, young man. Thanks for your time. Can't wait to cover you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. That's Jordan Nabors, Rockwall Heath wide receiver, spectacular playmaker, signed with Baylor today. SicEm365 Radio, 365 Sports.